All right, let's first start off by looking at BITX. That's the Bitcoin ETF. That's a 2x leverage. Let's take a look here. So this one is one that I just dealt with today. So I'm selling next Friday's $45 strike. Collected $426 in premium. Contracts are still open, and when I sold this, it was like a 0.12 delta, which we call a 12 delta. Essentially, the $45 strike is equal to Bitcoin being at about $101,700. So my position is, if we hold the 107,000 range, then this should obviously clear next week, and collect the full premium. If not, I may have to roll down to another strike at a different date. But here are the transactions that added up to the what was it? The $426. So these are still open. These are for next Friday. The next one we have is the $49 strike that I bought on, bought on Monday. And so like I said, my position this week would be Bitcoin wasn't going to go below 107,000 and stay there, basically at the close of trading on Friday. So I bought those back and closed them out early. So I originally sold them for $388.26, closed them out early, and the difference was $338.02 with 87% gain. So this shows over here where I sold the puts in two different chunks and then went ahead and closed out the 10 contracts for 5 cents a piece. So that's that $50.24. That's me closing those out. Right here. Okay, this is a covered call. I have 500 shares of BITX anyway, and I opened up a covered call position yesterday because I could tell price action was pretty soft. And so I opened up the $56 covered call strike, sold it for, let's see, what did I sell it for? I sold it for $271.63, and then I closed it out for $10 this morning. So this was just going to be a one-day trade. So that was 96% on that covered call. It just felt like things were getting soft, so I decided to just do a short time frame, close to the money. I think the BITX was trading at like $55.10 when I sold this covered call yesterday. Let's see what else we have. All right, this one is another BITX. So I sold, I sold on Monday and closed yesterday on Thursday. So sold cover calls on the 59 strike, collected $286.63 and closed for a profit of $236.51 or 83%. And I'll just be honest, I closed these out and I paid that $50. We're trading a lot lower than $59, so I could have just let that expire. But as you see on the last picture, what I did was I closed these early so I could sell a lower strike for today, that $56 strike, and I made $200 and some. So rather than just collect this $50 that you see here, I said to hell with that, sold or bought, paid $50 to close them out, and then sold those other ones for a couple $100. So made more than $150 extra just by closing these out early.